Welcome back to Gamer Not Gamer Plays Batman Arkham Knight. I'm Chris.
And I'm Tabitha.
And we've been playing as the Joker. Ooh, those are bugs. Somebody should get on that. Alright, well, we're gonna just exit here. Seems like a pretty standard. Let's see, exit.
Pull the lever!
No, you almost had me scared back there. Me? What have I got to be afraid of?
Well, you say that.
What is this place? You're afraid of being ashes. You're afraid of being forgotten. And you will be forgotten, Joker.
Batman speaking harsh truths.
Me.
Oh, well, I've got a gun. This will be easy. No.
It just bats out. I love it.
Batman, let's talk about this.
Ah!
Vengeance.
Oh!
I am the Knight. I am Batman.
Oof. In. You are going into solitary. All of the solitary is yours now.
No, Max, wait! No, please! No!
Nope.
Goodbye,
You are
Joker.
locked up for good.
No! Bruce! Don't leave me! Please!
Goodbye.
And that's how Batman conquers his fears. He locks him away.
Batman has conquered fear. Fear now fears Batman.
That was a nice little touch. Wasn't seamless, but it was nice.
Do you understand, Gotham? You have no savior.
I'm going to hurt you, Scarecrow.
No more hope.
Very badly.
No more Batman.
Again with this? I'm done with you.
I've won.
No, you haven't.
I'm not afraid, Crane. Impossible. Without fear, life is meaningless.
Hey! Oh, good. I'm gonna borrow this.
And the whole world's watching this right now.
No.
It's time for you to feel the fear.
Are you afraid, Scarecrow?
Oh, in the neck.
Don't do drugs, kids.
What's wrong? Scared.
Ah, the panic.
No.
You would think that since he knows that it's a thing, that he'd be less affected by it.
I don't know, but if you look like that, if you like hellfire coming out, they're like, "Ooh!"
Yay, Gordon for the win.
Oh, thanks for showing up, Gordy. Appreciate you finally coming in and actually punching somebody.
Yeah.
He's strong. He's going to be okay.
Look after him, Jim. Look after them all. You've been a good friend. The best I could ask for. You were there at the beginning. And now, you get to see how it ends.
Hey. You get to take the plane.
Guess he's leaving then, huh?
It's, yeah. Pretty much.
Best gift you've brought us all night.
I can't believe he showed up.
I kind of thought Barbara was a pretty
So
good
Bruce Wayne, huh? If it's all the same to you, I'll stick to Batman.
No!
You sound
It
scared.
really doesn't matter
friend.
that people know.
Get used to it.
They're like, huh, that's cool.
Sir, it's over. The whole world knows. What now?
Gotham
Master
still
of
needs
fear.
Batman. For one last night.
And then?
Prepare the Nightfall Protocol.
Are you
Nightfall
sure?
Protocol.
There's no other way, Alfred.
It needs voice confirmation.
Martha.
Very good, Master Bruce. Martha!
Martha! It can't just be said, it has to be yelled in a dramatic way that only he can do.
Yep. Well, doesn't look like we get the credits, but that's the end of the game.
Countdown to nightfall, huh?
Yeah, we're not gonna be doing that, unfortunately, because that requires you to do everything in the game.
Good work, Master Bruce.
So, yeah, this is as far as we go.
Wow.
Made it.
So what happens at night? Tell me about that then.
So, Nightfall Protocol. So, after you catch everybody, you take your wonderful bat plane back to your house. Press and stuff are standing outside. And, yeah, Bruce Wayne just gets out of there. He doesn't have his helmet on. You know, he doesn't have the cowl on so everyone can see him. He gets out of the bat plane that lands in the front yard in front of everybody. Walks into the house. And it explodes.
I gotcha. He's disappearing.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. Like, I don't know if he could get anywhere in time. He was kind of just casually walking in, and it went off really quickly after he went inside.
Well, that just means that's probably the protocol. Like, we gotta blow the whole thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, people can't find his stash.
If we don't blow it all, then it's gonna be, everyone's gonna look at it, the police are gonna want to inspect it, all this
Yeah,
stuff.
and they
I guarantee
I
you
mean,
he went in
Jim's
and-
cool, but no one else really is. You can't afford to have them.
But
to have
the
that
government
technology.
wouldn't have been cool. That's what he has to deal with. Not the cops that are on the streets that have to deal with this stuff. The actual politicians who are trying to get into office are the ones who would use that against him. And
Oh yeah. Well, at least the city is safe.
wow.
Yeah, this one. I really thought that they would roll the credits.
So
You
what
know.
all would you have to do in order to achieve this?
Like another 10 hours of gameplay,
Another 10 hours?
if not more.
Oh my god.
Well, you gotta find all the Riddler trophies and Riddler crap. That in itself is a few hours easy. I mean, just look at this wheel. Every single one of these is an extended, like, side mission. I mean, literally, I'm 42.6% done. Like, I'm not even halfway done with the game. Like,
That's amazing.
yeah. Side quests can really pad out a game.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. All right, well, cool. Just
Dr.
uh-oh.
Kirk Langstrom.
Whoa.
There must be cause for this transformation. His
Yeah.
lab might hold the
Well, thanks for joining us on this adventure, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the craziness.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. We'll just talk about top couple of things that we really liked about this game, and then maybe some speculation as to what the next game is going to be, because they're probably going to do another, right?
No. This was it.
This was it, huh?
Yeah, that's over.
Wow.
I mean, there's no one left. Like, by the end of this, you've literally caught every single person. Every single one of Batman's enemies gets caught.
I was really surprised to see Ivy go.
That was unexpected.
That was definitely pretty intense, and I would say that as far as honestly the other villains, because we didn't do any of the side missions, we didn't get too attached to them anyway.
I mean, we've dealt with them in the past. You know, in Arkham City, we dealt with most of them.
Exactly.
So
that just kind of feels like it's okay to not really do that. And then if you look at, I thought bringing Barbara back was great.
yeah, that was actually super cool. Was not expecting that.
And not necessarily because I wanted her to live, but I wanted Jim and Batman to still be friends.
Yeah.
That really
it
was
is nice for
entirely
them
my
to be
motivation.
friends.
Yeah, I wanted to see those two be friends again. And also I wanted Jim to be in on the fact that she was once Batgirl and that
Yeah,
she was...
he finds it all out in this one, so it's
Yeah, and
it's
then
interesting to see how he takes it. Because of the circumstances that he found out, not well.
no. And I was really surprised that he wasn't a better, powerful character in a situation. I mean,
there's not much he can really
I just felt like
do.
he was playing a bit of a damsel in distress, and I wasn't really into that.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, he wasn't...
I felt like Barbara did more than he did.
Well, yeah, that's
He
kind of the
literally just
point.
ran around angry, doing all the wrong things, getting caught. He didn't do anything that actually signified that he was an intelligent, clever, powerful, as well as, like, you know, strong male, which could take a hit.
Yeah, he really couldn't take a hit in this game.
No.
He went down pretty easily.
I mean, you might as well just, you know, almost take him out and just have him be on screen like Alfred. He was really that kind of useless.
Yeah, but you needed him there for a few parts. I mean, where they had him, it made sense.
Oh, I don't mean the story. I just meant, like, as far as, like, his character doing anything to assist at all, like a punch here and there. No, he just sat there every time. Or he just stood back. And don't get me wrong, it's not like Batman can't do it on its own. It's just you would also want your side characters that are involved to also be able to kind of fight as well.
Yeah, otherwise they're just dead weight.
You just kind of wonder, like, well, how did he become commissioner if he can't even take a hit?
Right. Well, I don't believe there's really anything left for us to do in this game.
Yeah, I guess not. But, you know, I also, I would say, what was it? So, my top favorite things were Joker being in Batman's mind the whole time.
Yes, that was very fun.
That was my number one. Catwoman's time was brief.
Well, you deal more with her if you do the Riddler storyline.
Oh, I see. And the Batmobile was pretty amazing.
Batmobile was really cool.
That was really awesome. I also thought the fighting was better this game. It was much more improved. And it seems like the functionality of the controls and how you would use them and maneuver seemed to be more smooth.
Yeah, I was able to get through a lot of fights pretty quickly.
The detail was pretty good. I'd say, you know, it's amazing, really. I question how dirty Gotham is, though, in a lot of areas, including the actual building of the clock tower where they have all their tech. You just wouldn't want all that debris and nonsense all over the place. It's not smart. And why would that be there anyway?
All this junk.
There's just, yeah, it just.
Well, the
seems
city
that-
was abandoned, for one, when Scarecrow made his threat. So everyone just kind of abandoned everything and left. And then everything that's been left behind, I mean, it's been, I don't know how long it was between when they abandoned the city and when he took control. But, I mean, you have nothing but riots and gangs and stuff in the streets just going at each other. I mean, it turns into an apocalyptic kind of scenario.
I guess this is just maybe a personal preference for me, and that is that in a city that's kind of futuristic yet set in the past-ish, not really. It's kind of the best way I could describe it. You have a lot of futuristic abilities in the sense of all the technology that goes on, but everyone kind of dresses almost 1940s style. And at that time, you're looking at, you know, a lot of futurist concepts. So to me, it just seemed like they went so gritty that there's nothing pretty there.
Well, it's not about pretty, though. Gotham is not a pretty place.
Again, this maybe just comes down to personal preference, saying, well, actually cities are really beautiful, and they do have inside of their buildings that look really amazing. Things are lit up, there's neon, there's all sorts of stuff, which is one of the reasons I love visiting LA so much. It's just really awesome. So, and to me, it's like New York and LA are the equivalent of Gotham, right? So a lot of it's actually gorgeous. There's just some areas that aren't. But
Yeah.
a lot of money is put into, like, trees and the way that everything is set up, and I hear you, things have been taken over. However, it seemed like they just went so gritty, as if this is just a trash place to live. And with how much Bruce Wayne has, and how much they've fixed, and look at that building, and then you know, so you go into buildings, and then it just looks like this real dump heap inside.
Yeah, well,
And
look, some of this, I mean, this stuff's under construction, so...
And that would just be clean. It wouldn't look like crap inside with mold and mildew and all that crap. That's
Not
not,
like
at
that,
all
no.
what it would happen. It would be completely clean.
So it looks like a very damp environment, Gotham.
Beyond damp, it just looks completely decrepit. And so that's what I mean when I see some things going, you know, I'm not really sure that cities would necessarily. It just seems like it takes away from some of the beauty of what Gotham also presents.
Yeah, I could see that.
You do only one thing, and you take away from that back and forth contrast. The why he's saving this dump of a city, I don't know right now. Looks like
'Cause he's
inside
Batman.
every single building, it looks like a dump.
It's like, oh wow, this place, there's nothing left to save.
Right? That's what I keep seeing, and that's, you know, so like I'm not, I mean, like when I'm looking at stuff going, oh wow, that looks really like, messed up, and nothing, like there's just debris everywhere, and I'm thinking to myself, I mean, is that what all the buildings are like? Because it's pretty much what it looks like everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
So for a personal
not
thing for
great.
me, I would say it makes no sense to have an entire, especially in the GCPD, like why would you have that place all decrepit? That place should be a shining beacon.
It should be, yeah. It really should.
So there's no reason they should have those like really gritty, grainy, rusted chairs in there. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't that's all I'm saying.
Well, it just goes to show that they're severely underfunded.
If that's what the creators were trying to get across, is that Gotham is like literally the poorest city in the entire nation that can't even have its own police station have a nice chair. That is definitely saying something. And it makes me question, Bruce, I hear you're part of the 1%, but do you think maybe you could give a little more? I don't know. You know, you're just looking at it going, man, all these buildings are just really pretty. And I just think that's an artistic thing that they chose to do. And that's the only thing I would say that was my complaint.
I found a blimp.
If there was such a thing to complain about in this game, which there is very little, it was awesome.
Yeah, no, everything in this game is great. I've never seen these blimps before, actually.
These are amazing. And I
Dark
think
and gritty.
if anyone gets a chance to see the Batmans that Tim Burton did with Michael Keaton, that is a perfect example of showing where you've got grit in some areas, and then the elite, the real fancy, this amazing.
Oh, geez.
Oh, watch out! You gotta watch out and not walk in the road. That's very important, everyone.
Well, the roads are mine.
So I guess in some ways I would have loved to see that contrast a little.
Yeah.
Because I like seeing opposites. I like seeing that in anything I do or see or get involved in movies. I love seeing the opposites.
It is rather nice, isn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, again, their artistic perspective is pretty amazing. They got all this great stuff, grit, detail, you name it. They just don't have any glamour. And that's a big part of Batman. That's why Catwoman, you know, she loves it, you know, and I kind of dug that. I'm like, I understand Catwoman. She makes sense to me.
This is one of like the side missions you can do where you clear out all the militia.
I guess I would think that game players would be like, no, I wouldn't want to play as Bruce Wayne for 5 minutes when I can go out and beat people as Batman. And for me, as like, you know, a girl going, you know what, I really love to play?
Catwoman.
Catwoman robbing something, you know, having to maneuver through some things and really get that cat burglar experience. That would be fun.
Yeah, well, we did a bit of that in Arkham City.
I dug it. I liked that we got a chance to kind of.
I mean, you've gotten
do
to see
that.
the whole story, you know. I mean, it's Asylum, City, and Night. We finished them all.
We did it.
I've taken out one of the militia's APCs.
And I like how you can change the skin so you can do all the different outfits. Those are great.
Yeah, those are always super fun. We didn't do that this time because, I mean, you don't get to see just how beat up Batman gets by the end of this game if you change the skin.
This was so cool. Plus, you know, we also had options of changing the skins for the Batmobile, and I really thought this was a great opportunity to really see what the creators had done, how they use it, because it's going to be a little different with each vehicle.
Yeah, well, the style of the Batmobile changed from the first one to here.
Absolutely, and seeing that change is really fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's great to see that, you know, things change and evolve.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I think it's a bit much on the rain.
There's a lot of rain.
It's a little hard to see sometimes, and I get it again. Maybe this comes down to the style of the gloom and doom.
I mean, you really want doom and gloom with like rain.
Right. Yeah, but you know, I guess in the ways that I see the best way to do doom and gloom is by using extreme contrasting colors. Like, so everything gets like washed out in some way, like darkers, darks, lights, and then splash of red.
Splash of red.
For example, Selina Kyle in Tim Burton's Batman Returns. Michelle Pfeiffer played her flawlessly. In my mind, that is always Catwoman. She could still be Catwoman to this day, as far as I'm concerned, and I would still take Michael Keaton back as Batman. All things. And for her, what was so amazing is the way that Tim Burton said it is that he had it a little bit in the snow. Now, snow is really beautiful.
Snow is very beautiful, but also very dangerous at the same time.
Absolutely. So one looks dank and rainy, and it shows off the leather, which is really cool. But snow is like soft and delicate, yet dangerous. So the contrast in that is exciting.
Yeah, that one actually. Here's all the dark colors and then just all this white snow.
And then you see everyone dressing, and they're always like in black or whatever. And then you see Selina Kyle with this blonde hair looking like Marilyn Monroe.
Ha! That game froze.
It's saying it's time.
Yeah, it's saying it's over.
saying it's time. I have a lot of love for a lot of the Batman movies, and so seeing the game has really been fun. So, but as far as everything goes, this was awesome. Really loved it.
Good end to the series. You know, seeing it all get completely wrapped up. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. I'm so glad that we did this. This is our first finished series.
Yeah, we don't plan on doing the Origins one. I don't like doing prequels.
I'm not a prequel person as much either, unless it's Spartacus. Heyo. But otherwise, yeah, no, this was amazing.
Well, everybody, thank you very much for joining us.
Yep.
And I guess, Tab, what out of scale of 1 to 10, what's your final say on just... Let's do 1 for this game in particular, and then for the entire trilogy as a whole.
This game in particular, I'd say it was a solid 8.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I've watched you play God of War, so that there is a 10 for me.
That's a very high bar.
It's a hard thing to compare.
Like, God of War came out much later
I
than
started
this game
out with
did.
God of War. What am I supposed to do? I'm like, crap, now I've seen like perfection.
Now you're broken.
Yeah, this would be amazing if you hadn't seen that. But yeah, so for me, a solid 8. And I would say storyline probably in the 7.
As far as this game or the whole series?
The whole series.
Whole series. Give it all a 7 as it flows together.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd just give it 8s across the board in a worst case. But I would definitely say that Arkham Knight is the best of the 3.
It's really good. I love how Joker was able to be played in between and all that.
Yeah,
that was great.
fun.
I loved
you run
it.
around, he shows up.
Yeah.
But
I didn't really I don't know. I guess the way that they presented the second one with Joker being this big old, the first one with the monster, I just guess I didn't like him transforming into that monster, and so
well,
that knocked
really,
that down.
Yeah, but that set the whole storyline up.
Yeah, I did.
Because it does seem like something crazy that Joker would do.
Right. I don't know about that actually, and that's maybe why I wasn't a fan of it.
No, I'm pretty sure he'd do it.
I know you know more than me, so I will defer to your expertise, but I genuinely don't.
I mean, he'd do it just for shits and giggles. That's just the kind of person he is.
I think he's mad, not stupid.
He's not... Well, he didn't know there'd be such side effects like
I think
that.
he would have known that, and I think he would have anticipated that.
Did you see his transformation compared to the other ones? He was much more grotesque.
Sure.
He did, like, he got a bigger dose, or just because he shot himself straight in the brain with it. Like, it messed him up.
Yeah. But I guess because of that, it brought it down to a 7 for me overall.
Overall.
And it's hard to see Joker die. I like his character. To me, that's the ultimate
just the fact
nemesis
that
to Batman, and to get rid of him, even for...
But they didn't, though.
I know they incorporated him in all the brilliant ways.
Like, they brought him in, like, in just the right way that, no, he's still very much the biggest threat to Batman.
The cartoons just make me want to have him in there at all times anyway. Because
Yeah.
I really loved both of these voice actors doing all of those and just forever. So I'm like, yes, the Joker is like the nemesis you can't ever kill or can't ever get a hold of. And that's what makes him so much more, because he's that smart. He's the Moriarty to Batman's Sherlock.
Yeah, that's actually a good comparison.
So to actually get rid of him and suggest that, you know, other characters might, you know, still be roaming around just doing really kind of silly things. I was like, I don't know, you just can't get rid of Joker. It's one thing you can't do. That guy's got to come in poking the bat every 5 minutes just to remind him that he's there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, but I loved him being incorporated and showing up and all the commentary, and anytime Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy are involved, it's a win.
It is a win.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
so I think that's everything for us. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. And if you like this last episode, let us know what you thought. And we'll see you guys next time for our next new adventure.
take care, guys.
Bye, everybody. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, visit gamer.gamer.com and support us through Patreon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.